Yo, 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 you waiting for me to flow? I'm not a rapper. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? Tom, aka Nostra Thomas. I am the bombest. How is everyone doing today? I'm in a pretty good mood. Sunday, 1 o'clock. I wonder why you're in such a good mood, Tom. Oh, maybe because I hit some of that happy juice about 15 minutes ago. All right, so how's everyone else out there doing? Today I want to talk about Sushiswap. We're going to talk a little bit about Piggy Swap. We'll talk a little bit about Dino Swap. Mostly I'm just going to tell you I got out of those garbage yield farms. I'm really only in Sushiswap, my biggest DeFi at the moment. Pancake Swap, I got a decent chunk of change in that at the moment. We're going to talk about something. Ooh, I got to tell you. I've been going down a rabbit hole the last 24 hours. You know what they say about idle hands? I've been bored. Nothing to watch. Like, I'm just desperate for stuff to watch. I don't even, like, nothing on regular TV. I started like YouTube. I can't take the YouTube anymore. It's just almost impossible. A bunch of garbage is coming up on my thing now. And all the cryptocurrency content, dude, like I've been watching it for too long and it's just the same shit over and over. And you know, the clickbait titles, the clickbait, you know, I'll do those every now and then. I'll need to take a shower, but it's nauseating right now. So we'll talk about the markets, but the rabbit hole I've gone down, and oh Tom, you are going to regret this. You are going to regret this. I'm going to hop onto the desktop real quick and you're going to either immediately know what I'm talking about or you're going to be like, WTF is that? I'll tell you what WTF this is. All right, so this is, oh, hey, how's everyone doing? Hit that like button if you like. Dude, like I'm seriously considering going ham, green eggs and ham on some Axie Infinity. I legit believe that Axie Infinity and gaming is going to drive a bull market like we have never seen. Let's see if I still have the web. Anyway, I've been going off the rails watching a ton of videos on this. Man, I'll tell you what, the barrier to entry on this, so man, it's pretty expensive. And I know me, dude. Like, I'll go off the rails, like with breeding. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Where excuse me. Let me see if I have. Oh yeah, I wonder what I'm doing there. I'm watching a bunch of Axie Infinity YouTube. It's just all over the place. There's the Helium Hotspot. My Helium Hotspot miner is coming in Wednesday. I'm already planning ahead, looking to buy high gain antenna for that thing. Like, so I'm going out of control with that too. So here's what I wanted to show you. What do we got here? We're looking at the Ethereum burn. Is this like, I probably need to refresh this. This is pretty freaking old. I haven't refreshed this for a while, or it does it daily. So that might have been right. Oh yeah, so this is how much ETH we burn. Let's see, look at this, dude. Like, I don't even know what space, what the hell is space poggers? So Axie Infinity was in second place quite often. So the NFTs burning a lot of Ethereum. Dude, Ethereum is likely going to go deflationary when it goes Ethereum 2. And like, I'm trying to stack as much as Ethereum as I can right now. People will retire and live off Ethereum passive income. And that's what this channel is about. It's not about worrying about what price the market is, what price Bitcoin is. Dude, well, like, how I can go on forever about this. So what if Bitcoin did go to 500,000? Like, you know how much pain this year, you know how much torture that would put me in? Like, would I have been selling at 200,000 and started taking profits and then kicking myself in the butt because it went to 500,000? Or what if it goes to 500,000 years like an idiot thinking it's going to go to 1 million? Next thing you know, it's at 20,000 again. I mean, for me, like, I'm okay with the nice, smooth, steady ride up, continue to accumulate, buy them dips. And, you know, when it comes to Ethereum and Bitcoin, most of mine is in Gemini right now, earning 1.5 or 2%. I know I can do better, but and then you got to go to DeFi and it's a little bit riskier. I'm considering doing that with some of my Ethereum. Or I'm seriously considering moving a bunch of Ethereum over to Kraken and just putting it into E2 right now. I've only got one over there. You know, I have around 70-ish ETH. I figure there's at least a good bulk that I'm not selling. So I'm tempted to move like 10 or 20 over to Kraken and just put it into E2. The problem is, you know, it's locked in. Saint gang in the house. I saw infrastructure. I don't even know if I want to discuss the infrastructure bill. Like, that whole thing is just a big CF. And for you all out there that don't know what CF stands for, it stands for clusterfuck. All right. What about the infrastructure coming after DeFi maybe? And your staking, loaning of stable coins. Puerto Rico. Dude, I don't know how much Puerto Rico saves you from that. I don't fully, I'm like, dude, I'm by no means a lawyer. I don't, you know, and it's just all what people are saying on Twitter and what they're saying. So if you listen to the wrong person, you listen, who the hell knows? Like, who knows? The way I understand it, the worst case scenario is devs have to KYC. Like, that's not even possible. And I don't think, like, I'm not responsible, right? For example, if Cardano can't KYC me, I'm not responsible because they can't KYC me. Dude, I don't even know I'm not going to worry about it. You know, you just got to talk to your congressman, talk to your senator, or talk to whoever the F you're supposed to talk to and say, look, dude, you want my vote? And really, that just comes down to how big your pockets are. So if someone like me says, hey, man, you're an idiot, they don't care. I'm not giving to their campaign fund, right? So, yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, we're just going to have to roll with it. For me, I'm much more concerned about what does that mean for the United States? The United States is on the verge of making themselves a third world country that much sooner in the future if they don't learn how to embrace cryptocurrency. Stop it. It ain't all about all the tax dollars. Like, there's other ways to win with cryptocurrency. They should be buying Bitcoin. They should be buying Ethereum, staking Ethereum, running their own Ethereum validator nodes. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, I would much rather see them personally spending money on that than freaking junk stocks or whatever the crap they're doing. Anyway, I digress. I'm pretty excited though. I am looking to do some Axie Infinity. Maybe we'll see how that goes. There's a lot you can do with there, and I'll probably do a video more focused on that tomorrow. The focus of today's video is just I want to talk about Sushiswap. Someone asked me the other day, like, have you done a dedicated video? ETH would have to stay proof. No, dude. Proof of stake. Why can't it be proof of stake? Just validate. It's going to become deflationary by burning, and then validators continue to produce it. And, you know, you can earn interest. I don't know where that interest is going to settle. Like, maybe it comes down to 1 or 2%. I don't know, right? There's going to be a lot coming into it. And I personally think it is really going to rev up because of gaming. Gaming's freaking, like, just on the cusp. On the cusp, man. It is unreal. Like, I need to figure out what that space progress is now. Like, I'm curious. I can't forget. Maybe I should get on early on space progress. But there are ways. They call it passive income in Axie Infinity, but you can breed. There's ways to make a lot of money breeding, and there's ways to make a lot of money giving scholarships. So you give people, because you have to buy these stupid little Axie, whatever the F they are, and they cost, like, you know, you have to have a team of 3, and you're looking at $1,000 just for probably a crappy team. But then you can earn, I don't know, like $30 to $40 a day, freaking at current rates, and, you know, do that within like a 3-hour period. So that ain't bad. If you take that, I mean, I'm not getting out of bed for $30 a day, but you know, you can do that and just put it straight into Ethereum, or the game might, dude, I don't know. Anyway, and then there's, you know, so people do a lot of these scholarships, but there's pros and they call it passive income, but that sounds like a lot of active ass work to me. Anyway, oh, space poggers. Like, you guys got me way off the rails here. Space poggers. I barely know what a pogger is. I kind of know, but oh, it's some kind of oh, it must be just an NFT thing. Well, it's blowing up right now, man. That's another thing that's going to cause a crazy amount of ETH burn. You got DeFi that's crazy. You got NFTs that just drive a tremendous amount of Ethereum burn. And that's not changing in the future, man. There's a lot of things that are going to really start utilizing NFTs, and it's going to be a pretty big deal. All right, so let's hop on over to... Yeah, so someone asked me if I had done a straight Harmony One Sushiswap video, and I told them no, but I kind of have, but that's fine. We'll just kind of dedicate ourselves on that right now. So I was in this crappy piggy swap. I ended up losing probably about $1,000 of that, and then I got out of it. Bro, you need to read that. Yeah, they're gonna leave proof of work. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm well aware of it. I'm well aware of it. I just don't know that, like, I don't even know, it's not even enforceable, right? I eventually have to have the faith, and I know this may be very naive, that eventually enough politicians will have their head out of their ass to understand that, I don't know, man, dude, like, it really bothers me, politics in general, that people can just slide this bullshit into an infrastructure bill. Like, they should be completely separate, but that's how, anyway, I'm not going to go off the rails on that right now. So I was in this crappy piggy swap. I ended up bailing on that. And then I was also in Dino Swap. That was on the, I got to tell you, man. So Dino Swap is on Polygon. I got out of that too, only at about an $80 loss. That token was dropping like a rock too. What I learned from that is don't listen to amateur poker players that throw around big words like EV. I don't know if anyone would get that, but if you do, I do like his channel though, so it's all good. But all right, so I got this Ethereum sitting over here in Polygon, just basically doing nothing on the Matic network, earning some Matic. Matic is garbage. Like, I was all, don't go ahead if you're a Matic developer, go ahead and hit dislike. But Matic is freaking garbage, and you want to know how I know that? Because I've been doing a lot of stuff on the Harmony One network. Matic is a Yugo going at Yugo speeds, and then you do pay Yugo costs. The only thing you really get out of it is Yugo costs. Harmony One, Yugo costs, but it's like driving a Ferrari. Low key beams in the house. How are you doing? What's, you know, honestly, bro, I don't know that much about Algorand. It's another smart chain, or is it kind of like XRP or something like that? I don't know that much about that one, to be honest. It never, like, so I'm not even going to try and tell you what's wrong with it. I have no freaking idea. I don't pay any attention to that one. It's not on my radar. If you are in it, I wish you the best. But I am not your guy on that one. Algorand. Let's see. Algorand 2.6. Is it plummeting? Like, it's probably down like 1%. You're panicking. All right. I don't know. What is it down? Like 1 day, 24 hours? It's gone from 60 cents. No, wait. What is that? 86 cents now. Dude, that's like nothing, man. What do you mean? What's wrong? What's wrong with Algorand? I can't see anything wrong with it. Right now, everything's kind of dipping. So what's wrong with the market? They're just a little pullback, right? We'll discuss the market in a bit. All right. So like I said, I got off, dude, Harmony One has been so blissful. The speeds are fast. The transactions are cheap. We really need to get some more stuff going on here. Some better yield farms. I'd love to see a good game come here. There is CryptoPunks on here. They sold out pretty fast. I don't know what they're going to end up being. I did buy a CryptoPunk just to be, it's my first NFT. But anyway, It's pretty easy. Harmony One has good bridges too. So what I did is you can buy it on Binance or Binance.us. Send it straight over to your Harmony One wallet, and it's pretty easy to import your Harmony One wallet into Metamask. I'll try and remember to put those links in I'll probably forget, to be honest, but I've discussed it in the past, and you can Google those exact same things. Like, it's not that freaking hard, and to be quite frank, you shouldn't be yield farming if you can't figure that out, right? Like, baby steps, figure that out. But all yield farming is basically the same. You want to put your money into pairs. So you come over, this is Sushiswap again on the Harmony One network. Right now they're incentivizing, they're paying Sushiswap and Harmony One. I think Harmony One gave like $3 million. So I don't know how this is going to last. But I'm making, let's take a look. And this is just part of how I'm trying to build my passive income empire. This is VFAT Tools. If you're not familiar with it, you can come over to VFAT Tools and it lists, these are all the networks that they do. You can even stake and unstake and claim. So like I said, I pulled out of this, man. This thing keeps dropping like a rock. Took me a little loss. All right, so let's go over to Sushiswap. There's a lot of things that are going to be thrown around like impermanent loss. This is stuff you do kind of want to learn. And I avoided yield farming for a little while because I kept hearing about impermanent loss. And to be quite frank, I even listened to some smart YouTubers about it, and reflecting back, man, they kind of got it wrong. Excuse me. So impermanent loss, man, don't let that scare you. And at the most point, kind of don't even worry about it. So again, you want to stake 2 assets. My biggest stake is Ethereum and one. When you do it, you're going to do equal amounts. So say, for example, I have, right now it's 34,000 in here. So 17,000 of that's going to be Ethereum and 17,000 is going to be Harmony One. You're going in brand new and say you have $1,000. You're going to buy 500 of Ethereum. You're going to buy 500 Harmony One, and you're going to put it into a liquidity pool. You take that liquidity token and then you stake it and you start earning. So I'll show you that because I'll claim it. But right now, I am earning, this is what I'm earning a day, $73 a day. I started this with about 26,000. My thesis on yield farming is when there's blood in the streets and you should be buying coins, and that's what I was doing and thought you should be, and I could have been wrong. It could have went lower. I didn't think it was going lower than like 30,000. So I was using most of my last money at buying, and I did it, and I'm like, screw it. I started off slow with yield farming, and then I quickly built confidence, and now I'm YOLO'd into this with all the remaining cash I had left is mostly in this pool. And I have about 5,000 over in PancakeSwap. We can take a look at that. Anyway, I started off, I did put the coin in there, so I'm in this pool for about $26,000. Both coins have gone up in value, and it stayed relatively correlated. So your pool goes up, and there's not any real impermanent loss, and I'm making 78% a year. So if you think both coins are going to go up in a correlated fashion, and you're very bullish on them, I'm basically going to make the benefit or take the benefit of Ethereum going up in price, Harmony One going up in price. So say these both 5x from here. So this is going to go up to 150,000, right? And I'm going to continue, I'm going to basically earn 78% of that. Number is going to go down, but say it goes down to 50%. So it's going to go up to 150,000, and I'm going to make tens of thousands of interest too, right? So I really like that strategy. And so I do have about 10% of my worth in yield farming. This is the one that I have the most in, and I love it. And people, you know, I say this all the time. I hate this, but people are sleeping on Harmony One. And that's fine. That's fine with me. Keep sleeping on it, because the longer people, you know, take to get into it, the longer I get these fat interest rates. And the more Harmony One I can earn for free before that incentivization runs out. I am currently making, it tells me in here, I think it tells me, total per week, total APR, you are stacking, stake, unstake. All right, well, I know for a fact just by doing it, I'm making over 500 a day. 500 Harmony One a day and close to 4 sushi a day. But at 500 Harmony One a day, I'm earning 15,000 free Harmony One a month right now. And I don't know if you guys know this, and gals, I'm pretty bullish Harmony One, so I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, we can come over here. I did harvest this morning. I don't know, about 6 hours ago. 5 or 6 hours ago, I've already, because I think I added more money. So I've already earned, maybe it was about 8 hours ago. I was up pretty early this morning. So I've already earned 177 Harmony One and 1.247 sushi. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this so I can kind of show you the process of staking it. I'm taking my rewards, Harmony One and sushi, and I'm putting them into the sushi Harmony One pool. It'd be no different if I were wanting to add more money to this pool. It's the same, except you would just be buying ETH and One, providing it to the pool and staking. And again, I've covered it in the previous videos. If you guys ever do any of this in the future, just hop on and ask questions, man. I'll gladly help you out. All right, so I'm going to harvest this. So watch how fast this is. On Matic, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's pretty fast and other times it takes forever. You got to constantly play with the gas prices. So I'm going to hit confirm. And it's going to cost me 0.001 Harmony One. That's like 1/10 of a penny. All right, so boom, the clock's on. It's actually moving kind of slow. Make it done. It's done. You can't see it. You can't see it. It's done. And it's like that all the time. All the freaking time. All right. So I now have, and that was slow. I'm not gonna lie, that was slow. On Matic, you could easily still be waiting. All right, so there are some issues sometimes. You see this, it's my Metamask isn't synced up with my Harmony One. That does cause a little bit of a problem every now and then, but it's not that big a deal. All right, so I have the 1.249 sushi in my wallet, and it put Harmony One, wrapped Harmony One in my wallet. The liquidity pool will take one regular one or wrapped Harmony One, but it always gives it to you in wrapped Harmony One. You can swap it which way or whatever you want. The big thing to always remember is you have to keep Harmony One in your wallet for the gas fees. It doesn't take much. A couple dollars of Harmony One will do thousands of transactions most likely. I don't know if there's a faucet for it. A faucet where you can go get some free Harmony One. What is yield farming? So yield farming is providing liquidity to a pool because these swaps need liquidity in order to perform the swaps. Otherwise, you would be out there trying to make a trade and you'd have to wait for someone else to make, be on the other side of the trade. With these liquidity pools, the trade will always get taken. And then on the back end, they like fluctuate. It's, I'm not worried about that. So all these different farms, these are the liquidity pools that Sushiswap provides, and you can come over here and you can be like, all right, I got some USDC, I want to buy some freaking Ethereum, so it'll perform the trade for you. So you can provide liquidity, and this is what they'll pay you for doing that. 33% for providing UST, the Terra Luna algorithmic stablecoin in One. This one's Harmony One, BUSD, Sushi One. This is the one I'm getting ready to add liquidity to. So I'm earning 55% for providing equal amounts of sushi in Harmony One. So when I come over and look at this in VFAT, and this is all profit when I look at this. So I have $1,650 in this pool. And this has come from me taking my rewards in the Harmony One Ethereum pool and just immediately putting it in here. So all this Harmony One over here, 10,000 10,000 Harmony One, and 80, almost 89 sushi has all been free. I've yield farmed it by providing liquidity in this other pool, the Ethereum, wherever it went. I think it's up at the top. So I'm providing equal amounts of liquidity in this pool. $34,000 worth, 17,000 of it's going to be Ethereum, 17,000 of it's going to be Harmony One, and it's paying me in sushi and Harmony One. That's so you're yield farming. It's giving you yield for providing that liquidity so that it can provide the trades. And when you go to Sushiswap and do a trade, Sushiswap's going to charge you a fee. And then you also get a small percentage of that fee for providing the liquidity. And then they get their cut, right? So it's kind of a win-win situation for everyone. It's why I love DeFi so much. If you get into good solid ways of providing liquidity, I think there's going to be a huge future in that. Problem is there's just a shit ton of crappy Ponzi scheme farms out there too. So I got into it, try to avoid those. But Sushiswap is a very respectable platform. They're on Polygon. They're the second biggest, I believe, on Ethereum. They're on Harmony One. They're go-getters. I'm extremely bullish the sushi token. So I'm trying to stack sushi and I'm trying to stack Harmony One right now. And so one thing to kind of keep in mind as part of my strategy, and one of the things I'm really keeping into mind, because this is evolving, right? Strategies is going to be a big thing when it comes to DeFi. So again, I'm providing Ethereum and Harmony One. So if it ever gets to a point where I think Harmony One's getting ready to break out and it's going to greatly outpace Ethereum, well, as that happens, it's going to sell your Harmony One and buy Ethereum. So it stays equal amount. So that's where the impermanent loss comes in. If one of the tokens goes up in value and greatly outpaces the other, you would have made more by just holding the assets on the sideline. You still made money. You're still making money. You just would have made more. So that's why it's called impermanent loss. The only thing to really be concerned about is permanent loss. And so the risky assets, obviously Harmony One. Harmony One could go to 0 tomorrow, or it could 5x tomorrow. So if it goes to 0 tomorrow, your pool value is going to go to 0 because it's just going to keep selling your ETH to buy the one, and as it goes to 0, it's going to sell out. So you get blown out that way. Or Harmony One 5x's. So I think your permanent or impermanent loss if something was like 500%, you lose like 25%. So you still made 75%, and I don't know, time will tell how safe it is. It really comes down to how safe the asset you're in. So if you're yield farming, like when I was over on Piggy Bank and I was in Ethereum and Coink, well, Coink's a shitty, freaking Ponzi scheme-ish type asset. So that's a garbage farm, and that coin just kept going and going and going and going down. So your money just keeps going and going and going down. But this is a legit pool, and Sushi provides a lot of legit pools too. You can just get into, you want to keep it safe, you can do like the stable coin one. This USDT, USDC, you can earn 16, almost 17% interest on stable coins. There's no real impermanent loss. There kind of is with the pegging and all that. It's not the pegging you're thinking about, okay? So calm down over there. Here's another one, the BSC, BUSD, another stable coin. You can earn 15%. The risk is it's DeFi, there's smart contract risk. If the smart contract gets hacked, you could lose your funds. If flash loans or exploits on Sushiswap, you could lose your funds. I kind of feel like Sushi would probably cover any losses, but there's no guarantee on that. And the other one would be a rug pull, right? There's a lot, like PancakeSwap is full of rug pulls. Basically, these organizations, they go in, they pop up these freaking Ponzi schemes, and then they just take all the liquidity out and run. Iron Finance, I'm not a lawyer, or not trying to start any trouble, but the first Iron Finance, they said it was some kind of like flash loan or something. I don't remember, or someone stole their money. I don't know. If it smells fishy, it might be fishy. All right. So anyway, I do have my Sushi and my Harmony One in my wallet. So I'm going to come over and I want to add that liquidity. I want to take my earnings. So I'm taking my winnings out of the one and I keep pumping it into the other. And over time, this should add up to a decent amount. So I have to say add, and I'm putting it, like I said, this also kind of helps with tax reasons. I'm kind of helping me pay it in case the Zen Ledger or whatever doesn't work out. I know how much I've made and I can at least report taxes. So I have Sushi and I have Harmony One that I yield farmed and I want to re-add to the Sushi One pool. So the wrapped one, and hit max. If I were to hit max over here, it wouldn't let me do it because I have more dollar value in Harmony One than I do in Sushi. So I would need more Sushi. I would need 11 Sushi to completely fill this SL, you know, in order to get this token, because this dollar amount in Harmony One, whatever that is, the Sushi has to be the same amount. And then here we go, this thing, the Sushiswap has a little bit of a bug that's kind of annoying. So anyway, I'm going to hit max Sushi. That only takes 141 Harmony One. I still have, you know, I have 1300 in here. I'm just going to take this. You got to confirm it. The first time you do it, you got to approve all this, right? So it's going to ask you to approve it and then you confirm it. That is already done. It's already confirmed. So this is going to give you an dramatic. You still be waiting. I tell you, man. All right. So this gives you an SLP token. Sometimes this is probably, no, I don't know if that's in or not, but let's see. What is this? This is the SLP token it gave me. It gave me 12.5 SLP tokens. That's always going to equal the value of what you just put in. So now you come back over to your farm. This was your first time doing it. It's the same thing. You just pick the pair you want to do. You pick those in and you put equal amounts of both. It gives you the SLP token. You come over to the farm. Easiest way for me would be to pick my farm. So I'm going to take the money I harvested from the ETH1 pool. And this is what I do. I usually do it about once a day. I'm going to do this over on PancakeSwap in a second. It's pretty similar, but a little bit different. So here are my 12.52. You just hit max, you hit stake. It adds it in right now. This will fluctuate a little bit too based on the price of Sushi and Harmony One. But right now I have $1,650. I just added, I don't freaking know. Only like 20 bucks or something probably, because it hasn't been that. No, probably only like 10 bucks. So, because it's only been 8 hours. But you can come down here to the Sushi One, and yeah, so you see it's 1,680. So it was a decent chunk of change, like 30 bucks. This pool is making me right now $2.55 a day. 3 weeks ago, it was $0 a day, and it just keeps going up as I add to it. This one is making me, like I said, $73 a day. This fluctuates as the price goes up and down. We have a big pullback in the markets, and Ethereum goes back to $1,800. I mean, this thing's only going to be making me 30 or 40 bucks a day. I got to tell you, man, I'm okay with that, right? I'm more forward looking to just learning how to do it. There's going to be a lot of opportunities on Harmony One. The Cardano's coming soon. There's a lot of decks there that I'm very interested in. The Sunday Swap, the Cardex, and a few others. We're definitely going to be yield farming over there too. My gut instinct tells me that Sunday Swap's going to be the go-to. All right, so we can pop on over to PancakeSwap. This is where I'm really only in PancakeSwap and Sushiswap right now. Again, I think Sushiswap on Harmony One is the best opportunity out there right now. That's not on the Ethereum network, but Ethereum, the problem with Ethereum is that's a big boy network. Like you guys have seen my portfolio, and I've got a decent chunk of change, and I'm too scared to go over to Ethereum because it's just too much in gas fees. All right, so over on this farm, I was doing the Cake BNB for a while, and then I'm like, no, man, they got the Harmony 1 BNB. Are you kidding me? We all know that I'm extremely bullish Harmony 1. Plus, this was at 100% at the time. Don't worry about this multiplier. This multiplier don't mean shit. I don't like, that's just what they do to juice it up to give you the rewards. That just means like they have to apply this multiplier probably just to give it this APR. So this is 53%. It stayed pretty steady. So this is still a really good farm. 53% on 2 assets, and I'm extremely bullish. Gaming is already coming to the Binance Smart Chain. Again, I think gaming is going to be big for cryptocurrency, and it's going to be what I think it's going to be a catalyst that makes this bull market not end like everyone expects it to here coming up. And it's going to be the same thing as DeFi though. So there's going to be a lot of garbage games. Binance has this game called what the Sword Masters, or I don't know, Clash. I don't know. It gives you the skill token, right? So here it is, the skill token. It's got something to do with sword. It looks like a really dumb, stupid game, and the skill token's actually dumping. So just like Binance is for shitty farms that 80% of them rug pull on you, it's like one of the early ones for gaming. But again, it's so early, man. I'm sure there'll be a good one on there. As you go through, I just like, there's just not, I can only, and I'm not giving you financial advice, I can only recommend, and I'm not recommending because you could lose money, but I think the good farms are the 1 BNB, the Cake BNB. Again, I'm stacking Cake over here. I'm taking my money and then I'm putting it into the Cake syrup pool. So we'll take a look at that in a second. You could put it in some other stuff. So I could earn Harmony 1 instead. But for now, I want to stack Cake and I want to stack Sushi, right? And I'm getting it for free, dude. Like, you can't beat that. There's some other good pairings over here that aren't horrible. Like Ethereum, USDC, if you want to do, if you're interested in doing something like that, there's a lot of good and bad reasons to hop into an Ethereum stablecoin pool. It kind of forces you to dollar cost take profits, and it forces you to dollar cost buy when it's dipping. So that's kind of cool. There's different reasons to do like 2 assets versus 2 stable coins versus stable coin and an asset. I also really like these Bitcoin, Ethereum ones, like, because I'm extremely bullish, obviously, both of those. So I don't think it's a horrible idea to have money in it, like a BTC Ethereum paying you like 6%. It's the same thing, dude. Is they both go up in value, your pool goes up in value, and your APR is worth a lot more. Bitcoin is going up. It's actually really cool based on my thesis of how the market could end, right? Market pumps, market dumps, Ethereum pumps, Bitcoin dumps. We're at the end of the cycle. Well, it's the same thing. Is Bitcoin's going, if Bitcoin outpaces Ethereum, it's going to take profits for you and buy the more underperforming Ethereum, and then Ethereum's going to catch up. So at the end of the day, with those 2 assets, it probably just evens out until towards the, if that end of the year happens. All right, anyway, I have not claimed rewards over here for probably, I don't know, maybe 36 hours, but and we'll show you how much I have in here. So I got to hop on over to the Harmony 1 network. I'm sorry, that's how much I love Harmony 1. I just can't stop talking about it. It's beautiful. All right, so we're going to pop on over to the Binance Smart Chain. I have discussed, if you're from the United States, Binance, you can send your BNB. You got to send it over to the Binance wallet. And I've done this in a couple videos. You can Google it. It's not that hard to figure out. It's the stuff you got to learn how to do. Send it to your BNB wallet, and then you have to add the Binance Smart Chain to your Metamask, and then you can send it from your BNB wallet to Metamask. Thank you, United States, for making that difficult. And that is all on them. All right, so I put about $4,600 into this pool so far. And like I said, it was in Cake BNB at first. So it's gone up a little bit in value as they've gone up. And I have not harvested for about 36 hours, I want to say. I'm averaging about $12 a day on this. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this. So Binance and Sushi, pretty rock solid. Again, the risk is they get hacked or something like that. But these have been around for a while. They've been battle tested. They probably, like if there was an exploit or whatever, make you whole. Maybe, it's hard to say. But there is risk here. There is risk here. You can lose all your money if they get hacked or flash loaned or what have you. There's not a whole lot of risk of PancakeSwap or Sushiswap drugging you. A very minimal chance of that. Almost. Anyway, so I'm gonna excuse me, take my cake. I'm gonna harvest it. They use the BNB for gas over here. It is really fast too. It's based off Atom, I think. Don't quote me. Pretty sure Binance Smart Chains and Atom, the AT Cosmos, I should say. Anyway, that was pretty quick. That is done. You can't see it because it's behind that beautiful mug. This beautiful mug. See it's done down there. All right. So I now have that cake in my wallet. Same thing. I'm just taking my profits. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I have it in a different tab. And then I'm just adding it to this. This same thing. This started off at $0. This pool is growing about $12 a day just by me taking my profits and putting. I can't wait for this to be thousands. I'm just going to keep grinding and just keep grinding. And eventually I'm going to have my yield farms, you know, being a big mainstay of my passive income over time. And to me, it's not about where the price of Bitcoin's going. It's about how much passive income I can make monthly when Bitcoin's at its lows. That's the most important thing to me. I mean, think about how and that's the message over here. How much passive income can you make when Bitcoin and Ethereum are at their lows? That's what matters, right? If you can live off that, the rest is gravy. All right, so I staked it. When you add it, okay, so you have to hit stake. Same thing, you just hit max. So it's going to take my cake. It's going to confirm. I don't even remember what my value was, like $288 or something. So it's going to go up to 20 bucks of whatever it was before. And it gets better. It gets better because this is auto compounding. Did that not go through? All right, so it's still pending. This is Harmony 1. We'd be done. Retro future style. Interesting take on gaming. What do you think about gaming back in? I don't know what Chromia is, but gaming and cryptocurrency right now is kind of like the early days of the internet. But there's some pros and cons to that. Like Axie is pretty generic, but the cool thing is you don't need a powerful gaming computer to play the game. But dude, that's where it's going. I mean, it's gonna go both avenues. Think about it. There's games out there that are crazy addicting. People spend tens of like Clash of Clans is one. I don't know if any of you ever played it. People spend tens of thousands of dollars on that game just to buy like crates and gems. And there's a ton of pay to win games out there that make millions of dollars and I forget who made Clash of Clans, just a huge company. So you see my value went up, right? So $296 plus this auto compound. So as this is earning, it automatically takes that at a certain time and it just keeps building this up. So this is just going to keep growing up over time. And again, this is kind of what I'm watching for how much profits I've always won. Yeah. So anyway, gaming, dude, like there's so much innovate, dude. Axie Infinity is actually kind of mind-blowing about how complicated this game is. You can breed and make a ton of money with breeding. I mean, it is a bit Ponzi scheme-ish at the moment, and the team is aware of that, and they're working on it. But, you know, you have to buy them, and then you fight them in the arenas, and you could do adventures. So I envision personally, like, some of the... Right now, they just hit 1 million active users, too. When that's nothing compared to things like Fortnite. I remember playing Fortnite before Fortnite was popular, before they basically cloned PUBG. It was a game you paid $70 for. A friend of mine talked me into it. I played it for a while. It was pretty cool, but it was basically like it was completely like mostly offline. You know, it wasn't a battle royale or whatever. And that's when it blew up. And they make a ton of money off selling in-game items and being cool. So eventually, this has a really cool economic because you can breed your little axes and sell them, and you can earn SLP, which is the token in the game, and that has value, and that's how you earn money. So there's going to be a lot of innovation when it comes to gaming, of merging the worlds with pay to win versus play to earn. And that's what Axie is. It is going, and dude, I mean, come on. Gaming in general is a trillions and trillions of dollars of money in that. And as that moves to blockchain and people can make livings off of it, whether, like, for example, if I become an Axie breeder and, you know, you can make a lot of money breeding Axies and providing scholarships, giving people the Axies to play. But you got to really be careful who you give them to, who you give scholarships to, because if they go out, get your team banned, you lose your Axies, and you know, you can lose a lot of money that way. Axie created its own blockchain to run the game. Chromia is aiming to create a layer 1 blockchain to optimize to build decentralized games. Yeah, so Axie uses the Ronin. I don't know if Ronin is a roll-up style. I have to imagine it's roll-up style. All I know, it is a side chain built off Ethereum, and it uses Ethereum for gas fees. So are you from Chromia or something? Let me check this out. So there's good and bad to building your own layer 1 blockchain. I mean, like, something tells me that's not easy to do. I mean, it's taken Ethereum 5 or 6 years. So I don't know, man. Like, but there's going to be a lot of innovation there. Chromia blockchain, making it easy for. So, all right, Chromia. I think I have heard of this before. Blockchain that makes sense. So this is an actual blockchain. Oh, and Chromia for. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, My Neighbor Alice. So I've definitely heard of that. They've had their problems. You know what? Honestly, I haven't looked into this, so I don't have a real opinion. This looks kind of cool. There's going to be a lot of evolution when it comes to gaming, selling land, and virtual reality and virtual, like, headsets and gaming can really be a thing. Like, I don't know who's going to figure it out, whether it's I own some of them, and I'm bullish them. I can't even, the big one, right? Oh, Decentraland or Sandbox. The other one, a lot of times I want to get caught up and buy these, but I would just much rather own right now. Just play it a little bit safer and own the smart chain. But Decentraland or say Sandbox, dude, think about it, man. If you can have an immersive, and it's eventually going to be there, whether it's our lifetimes or not, but you're just going to put on a headset and you're going to be able to party with all your friends all around the world. And you're going to be showing off your fucking, like, mansion in Decentraland instead, and all your cool ass NFTs. And like, maybe it gets to the point where it's like Star Trek, and it's like almost, they didn't tell you on Star Trek the holodecks actually ran on the blockchain, right? And I mean, it's probably going there. And all these things, DeFi, gaming, and NFTs, dude, the bridge is over. The bridge is over. Don't worry about, let's take a look at the markets, right? Do not worry about the price of Bitcoin. If you're worried about the price of Bitcoin, you're investing wrong. You're probably desperate and investing money that you need to 5x now, right? And I feel for you, man. I do. But you're setting yourself up for a high likelihood of failure for numerous reasons that I'm not going to get into. But I want to build this channel full of smart people that get it, right? Don't worry about what the price of Bitcoin is right now. For me, my mindset is it could dump at any second. There is no price that this dumps to that I'm selling. And some of the veterans on this channel know it, because I'll pull it up right now. This isn't 100% accurate, but it's pretty freaking accurate. So this is what I own. This is most of my money is in cryptocurrency. This is what it's in. I own a little bit more Bitcoin than that. I own a little bit more Ethereum than that. But Ethereum's my biggest bag right now. It's constantly in a fight with Cardano. I own I own about 115,000 Cardano, making me 5% a year, and it pays out every 5 days compounding. Are you kidding me? I'm not worried about the price of Cardano. I'm worried about the passive income Cardano is paying me when Cardano's at its lows. Right now, I'm earning $655 in Cardano. I'm hoping that's $6,000 by 2025. A month. And that's when Cardano's at its low in 2025. Dude, like, are you kidding me? If I were making $6,000 and not, dude, honestly, dudes and dudettes, again, I'm not sexist over here. I think Ethereum's going to 40,000 plus by 2024, 2025. Like, I have half of mine just to sell everything and be an Ethereum maximalist. That's a little too risky, but if I own a couple hundred Ethereum at 40,000, that's 8 million, paying me 5% a year. That's what, like 200,000? Dude, like, I can live off that. So again, I'm not worried about where the price is now. I'm worried about how much passive income I'm making when it's at its lows. And to be quite honest, I think cryptocurrency is at or near its lows. It could go lower, and we saw, but this number in May, this number right here was $691,000 at its peak. This time last year, I had like 30 grand on my name. We put some money in Tesla. We put some money in Neo. Made a decent chunk of change off that. And then I YOLO'd into Bitcoin. And then I started YOLOing into some other stuff. And this was at $691,000 like May 12th or something. Then Elon made his little tweet and everyone blamed him. I don't blame you, Elon. I actually approve your message. This number within a 24 to 36 hour period went all the way down to $325,000. So I lost almost $400,000 in less than a 48-hour period. Dude, that's like 4 years of work for me. And it wasn't fun, but it doesn't matter. I mean, this is an amount I can afford to lose. It's not going to be a comfortable loss. I'm going to be devastated. I'm going to be sick to my... But if this were to go to zero, I'd be sick to my stomach. I'd be like, Tom, you're going to be grinding your nuts off at work for the rest of your life. You took your shot and it didn't pay off. I still think the shot's going to pay off, and I'm going to be able to retire early and maybe enjoy my golden years with a little bit more money than what I hope so. I'm deep diving on, oh yeah, dude. Like, gaming is going to be a massive, gaming is one of the biggest reasons I'm not worried. I know the only thing that could stop crypto is, like, for example, the only real thing that could stop Ethereum is Ethereum. They screw up the beacon chain move. They screw up Ethereum too, or, you know, they have another major hack or something like that. So that's a decent reason. And that's why Cardano is my, you know, in a fight for my second biggest bag. So it's also a bit of a hedge. At the end of the day, I think Ethereum is going to be massive. There's going to be tons of games. There's going to be games. There's going to be games coming out of the woodwork. And these games they're gonna burn fees, whether it's on Harmony One or Cardano or Solana or whatever, right? So whatever, like, that's the thing, man. If that's what you're into and you love the game, like, I'm just not that much into gaming anymore, dude. Like, and dudettes. I want to, like, Axie looks cool, and I've already spent a lot of time on it, but do I really want to spend like 3 hours a day gaming? Gaming just isn't, you know, just doesn't excite me right now. I don't know. I'll probably get into it and probably do it. But if you spend the time and if you enjoy gaming, there's a lot of great ways to make passive income coming right now. So you spend the time learning. So it's still really, really, really early to Axie Infinity. So you could get into that. You could still make a killing. It's going to take an investment. It is going to take some risks. There are some risks there. So definitely look into that. You can do content on it. Your channel could blow up if you provide good content on Axie Infinity. And then you start working into other games as they come out, and you put in the work and you figure it out, like, man, this game's got good mechanics. I really think it's going to take off. And, you know, you get into it early. If you get into a decent game early, you can make fortunes, right? You really can. For me, I don't you know, I don't really want to put that much time and effort into investigating all these different games and playing them at this time. So for me, I'm just going to own the smart chains that are going to benefit from it. And right now, you know, Ethereum is obviously my biggest one, and I think Cardano is going to be a pretty big factor in that too. They've got a lot of NFT platforms over there, and there's billions and billions of dollars to be made. So the gaming is going to play a massive role in this. All right, so let's hop on over to the markets in general and see how we're doing. We were having, so I woke up in the middle of the night and I checked, and Bitcoin was 45,000. Oh yeah, so I drew these two lines right here. This is going to be the headlines here pretty soon. So what I'm doing is I'm estimating the golden cross, right? So if things stay as they are, we're looking like we're going to have a golden cross around August 18th. What is that, like 9-10 days away? I don't even know what, 10 days away. I barely even know what's August. Oh shit, I got a couple friends with birthdays this month. I better not forget. So that's going to be all the headlines. Right now, it's don't be fooled or massive imminent warning bull run, Bitcoin move coming, or this is critical for Bitcoin. Stop worrying about all that shit, man. Just, again, start building your passive income empire and worry about how much passive income you're making if Bitcoin was 12,000. If you can live off that, dude, you're going to be living like a king, because you know it's going to all-time highs. I was watching Big Boy this morning, and I don't know, man. I tell you, he was talking about how his price prediction, you know, first of all, he was saying like all these new YouTubers coming up and thinking they're blockchain experts. I got to tell you, man, my price target for Bitcoin from day one has been like 120,000 to 140,000 by the end of the year. And I have not wavered from that. And I don't see a lot of that out there. I've seen it with like Benjamin Cohen. He has a really good channel. He said the same thing. I don't pump you full of like a bunch of BS over here to pump my like buttons. Did you hit those like buttons, or pump my hit them subscribers too while you're at it. This is the type of content you're going to get. I'm not going to BS you, man. I'm showing you that I'm in it. I believe in it, and I'm giving you realistic numbers of where Bitcoin's going to be. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Bitcoin does go to $300,000 or $500,000. I just don't think it's going to happen. I hope Cardano does go to $56. I wish his prediction on that was right. Dude, I would be retired for sure if Cardano, I could, oh my goodness, the bridge is over on that one. But I think Cardano, $5 to $10. And Bitcoin, 120-ish thousand, right? That's his new one. Let's see, right? The funny thing is if Bitcoin does go to 500,000, he'll be like, see, I told you so, 500,000. Cent gang gang. Oh, man, I read the first 5 words, and that's why I laughed. Your boy is a tool bag and pump and dump so many shit coins. Oh, my goodness, dude. Like, yeah, man. Honestly, you said that well. You said that well. I heard him one time say, he does provide good content, right? I like Around the Blockchain because they have people on there, and he does provide good advice. You just really know how to sift through the bullshit. Don't buy any coins because he recommends them, that's for sure. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he said like, I hate making videos that pump this coin because we cause it to pump, and I don't feel good about that. Dude, you really think like you didn't buy a shitload of that before you made that video and then dumped it right on their faces the next day? I would love to see his ledger on that shit. All right. So Bitcoin was at 45,000. Excuse me, in the middle of the night. It was pretty exciting. The big thing to look at, and you know I'm not big into technical analysis, but this is what we're looking at. The 20 SMA is right around 44,000. We're coming up on it. We're going to see a lot of golden cross videos coming up. That's where you got to be careful, right? And it's already happened. It touched it today and it got rejected. It came pretty close, so I think we might come, it wouldn't be out of the question for us to come back down to like 40,000. That'd be a pretty beautiful move, to be quite honest. I'm not going to enjoy it. And then we bounce off the what are the 200, and then we come back up to it and then double top and blast right through it. And then we're, you know, Bob's your uncle. And we get back above this green line over time. I think this could happen pretty quickly. You know, plan A over on this channel is if Bitcoin does get up near the top of this logarithmic growth curve, the fear and greed's going to be off the charts. We're going to be looking to sell our Bitcoin, and then the market will probably dump, whether it's up here or, you know, anywhere around this. The market's going to dump, and then it's going to relief rally. We've already taken some profits in Bitcoin. And as it's relief rallying, I don't know if I'm going to sell any more Bitcoin or not, but Ethereum's going to go ape shit and Bitcoin's going to dump. When that's happening, we're going to take some more profits. But for me, I'm okay with just a nice steady, you know, even if it's like this, man, even if it's like this for the next 4 to 5 years. I don't know where that comes out, but that's freaking incredible. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm happy with that, man. Like, that's great returns. It doesn't have to be, you know, 500x. All right, so Ethereum. Let's get that off the chart. All right, so Ethereum has already had all its crosses, I think, right? It just like, boom, it went crazy. It went parabolic. The EIP 1559 was a smash. I personally think Ethereum is what's mostly carrying the market right now. I'm much more bullish Ethereum than I am Bitcoin. I never want to go below one whole Bitcoin, to be quite honest. I always want to be a whole coiner going forward, but I have FOMO on Ethereum. I cannot own enough Ethereum right now. I really do think it's going to 40, 50,000 by 2024, 2025. And I want to own Ethereum. I still buy $75 a week. Comes right out of Binance. Auto does it for me. I don't even have to think about it. I wish I could buy more, but I'm freaking back to living paycheck to paycheck. I am living paycheck to paycheck. And this is... I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Dude, if you guys saw my living room, you know what my living room is? It's a computer sitting out in the middle of wide open empty. I don't want to go buy furniture. I could go spend furniture and a TV and have a really nice living room to chill in and, you know, but, you know, spend $2,000 or $3,000 on furniture. That's one whole Ethereum. That's going to be $50,000 in 4 years. Eventually, I want to, you know, enjoy it. But right now, I ain't worried about it. I don't need a living room. I need more Ethereum is what I need. Anyway, Ethereum's looking good. Cardano's pushing again. I'd love to get above $1.50. We did get up close to it. Everything's a nice little retracement. The Bitcoin one was the most interesting. Let me pull up the one with the Fibonacci. So we did come up to the 0.38, you know, we came all the way down, we came up to this, and then we did pull back to the 0.23. So the natural next move is going to be up to 46.5, and then we're eventually going to want to push up against that. Everyone's probably going to start talking about the whack off again, right? I don't remember the reaccumulation now, and now we're back off to the races. Me, I think that's just more of just like kind of how a normal cycle is going to play itself out quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Again, I do really appreciate that everyone that came by. Hit them like buttons, hit them subscribe buttons. I will be back tomorrow morning, probably around 6:25 a.m. PST before the market opens. We'll take a look at that. Who knows if it's going to, you know, those Delta variants. A lot of people keep talking about the market crashing. We don't want a market crash because it will take crypto with us if it's a doomsday type scenario. We're going to be back to holding at lows, and, you know, I'll be playing the shit out of some Axie Infinity just to be buying those dips. Right. Anyway, Polkadot is at $19. That is one of the most oversold assets out there right now, in my opinion. Man, when that thing was $10 or $12, I was definitely, I think anything under $30 is great on this one. Unfortunately, this one's taken longer to play out than most. All right. I really, again, like I said, I really appreciate everyone that came by. I will be back tomorrow. Love you guys and gals all. Peace.